Westbridge Hills, farewell. It's episode 42 with me, MrSealyp, with only 4 days to go till Farming Simulator 17 comes out. I decided, as I had some money from silage, and seeing as it's probably the last episode on Westbridge Hills, that, you know what, let's get some more cows and sheep. I'm on 60. 61. 80 cows. Excellent. The herd is increasing. Sheep, I'm on 50. 51. I'm on 80. 80 sheep. Nice. Chickens, I'm on 100 already. 101. 150. Although it will register as 151 because of the cockerel. Okay. That should increase the productivity somewhat across all of our animals on Westbridge Hills. It's quite sad. I'm going to miss this farm. I've got a few bits to do left in this episode. A few things I want to do, a few things I want to show you. We'll see. Chances are I'm going to come back to it. FS17 is going to take a big chunk of time. That much is a given. Once you start playing it, are you going to want to come back to FS15? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Hopefully. I will leave all 3 of my farms sitting here. I'm not going to delete them or get rid of them. Bjornholm was great fun down on the farm. Enjoyed that. Sosnovka Sovkos on the Gold Edition map. Brilliant map. Love it. So we will see. As the sun rises on another beautiful day in Westbridge Hills, there are a few questions which need to be answered. 1. Where has the last day gone? 2. Why are we back at the biogas plant? And 3. What's going to happen in the rest of this episode? Well, I'll answer those questions. Firstly, the rest of yesterday vanished in a blur and into the night time with the biggest silage selling I've done. I think it's probably ever been done outside of a multiplayer. In the left-hand silage bay, I had 900,000 litres. In the right-hand bay, I had 500,000 litres. I'm now left with 300,000 litres, so I've sold 1.1 million litres of silage. Interesting, MrSealyp, you ask. However, why do you only have $30,000 left? I'll answer that too. Today's episode, or the rest of today's episode, the rest of this episode, seeing as it is unfortunately the last episode on Westbridge Hills before we move over to Farming Simulator 17, we're going to do a few different jobs. First and foremost of these will be that Field 18 is ready to be harvested of canola. That's the biggest field I own, the one I spent a lot of money saving up to buy. It cost me about $549,000, I think it was, to buy. I'm going to do the canola harvest on that in this episode. It's going to take a while. So, I've got my other harvester over there. 2 harvesters. Marvellous. Happy days. Off goes my first one. But, what's better than 2 harvesters? 3 harvesters. I've bought a 3rd Case harvester. That's where some of the money went. So, I'm going to set off the second one. The 3rd one, I'm going to cross the road very swiftly and set him off as well. It's a lovely sight, isn't it? 3 Case combine harvesters on the same field. Should get a fair bit of colour off this one, actually, to be fair. That's not all I'm going to do in this final episode. I did buy more cows, more sheep, more chickens. They're done. I'm not going to leave this farm desolate. We have a lot of machinery now. We have a lot of stuff in storage. Whoever takes over this field when I move on will be incredibly lucky. We will be moving from Westbridge Hills to the new map. I've been watching a lot, actually, of gameplay episodes today. It seems that a lot of the PC gamers, the Giants partners, have got their pre-release versions and are all merrily posting away on YouTube. Gameplay trailers, garage trailers, first look videos, all that kind of stuff, which is wonderful, absolutely fantastic. One slight little niggle, and it's just me being a bit pernickety, but that's me. Some of them, and I get it, they're trying to show off as much stuff as they possibly can to their viewers, and you know, I totally understand that, I really, really do. What a lot of viewers want to see as well is, how do you start off, what do you do, what equipment do you buy, what field you're going to start with. What a lot of the guys do is go into the XML files and add in 20 million, 10 million, whatever they want, so they can buy all the equipment they need right from the start, or rent it, or whatever. I don't know. If it's just me, I don't know. It seems a bit cheaty. I know that they're trying to do gameplay videos. They're trying to show everybody all the stuff as quickly as they can, as much as possible. I get it, I really do. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Just thought I'd say it. My musings as often come out of me. Anyway, as you can see, over to my left, my first harvester is almost full because I did a headland across the top to give us turning circle, or turning room. He's nearly full, so I'm going to have to go and collect from him. And because our farm seems to be kind of a Case farm, we've got 3 Case harvesters, we've got the Case Puma, we've got a couple of other tractors as well. I did say I wanted to do this, and it's really late in the day. I know it is, or actually it's late in the day for the gameplay series. It's early in the morning on the actual game. What the hell? Let's have a Case Quadtrac. Well, why not? So, Case Quadtrac. Here it is. The Case IH620 Quadtrac. It's a beast, it's a beauty, it's everything all rolled into one. It's a monster. I do like it. And I thought, why not? Let's get one. So, let's jump in. We'll use him. To go and unload. It only has top speed of 26 miles an hour, which isn't rocket ship fast, but it's a big old unit. It's not going to bang around that quickly anyway, but it's a big chunky thing. I do like it. I do like the New Holland T9 as well. I mean, they're great vehicles. It's a bit big, it's a bit bulky for some maps, but this is a big map. You can get away with big tractors easily on this map. I needed something with a lot of horsepower as well for the cultivator, the horse pronto. They'll require quite a bit of horsepower, so why not? Let's get him on to start unloading. There we go. And luckily, and it is luckily, both the harvesters have turned the way I wanted them to go, so each one should have about a third of the field. They could have been awkward and turned the wrong way, and it could have caused chaos, but it's actually worked out okay. Might as well set off the potato harvester. The potatoes are ready to be harvested, so I might as well set him off. Done a headland on here as well. That's all really, really good. Again, the potato harvester, 20,000 litres capacity. We've done potatoes before, and you're like, oh, this is the last episode, what's the point? Well, the point is, if you're going to have one harvester, you might as well have two. So I bought a second potato harvester. Let's speed up the process on that as well. Off we go. Now, if you've been watching this gameplay series right from the start, and I know some people have, and if you haven't and you're joining this for the first time and you're going to go back and watch them all, and great, fantastic, you will see how far we've come from that very, very first episode, when I said at some point in the gameplay series, or playing the game, if you're just playing it yourself, you will reach a tipping point where you're struggling and you seem to be jumping from field to field to field, just making ends meet, just getting to enough that each time you make a bit of money you buy a bit of machinery, each time you get a bit of money you buy a new field, and you will reach a tipping point where all of a sudden you're making money. Whether it be with silage, maybe it's with your crops, whatever, however you're doing it. It might be logging, might be forest, whatever, forestry, wood chipping. Then you'll suddenly find I've got a few fields, I've got quite a bit of machinery, I've got multiple harvesters, I've got multiple, whatever it might be. I'm at that point. So really, realistically, the fact that this is the last episode, it's sad, but I've got to the point I wanted to get to. Sure, did I want to buy all the fields, as many as I could? Did I want to get 7 that's opposite me, 8, 9, the absolute monster, 11, 17, 13, yeah, of course, if I carried on playing this. You look down at 18, I've got 3 harvesters going on there now. It's brilliant. I've pretty much done a bit of everything. I didn't do wood chipping on this one. I've done it on other maps. I did do logging very early on to start making money. We've done sugar beet, we've done potatoes, we've done all crop harvests, we've done barley, we've done wheat, we've done maize crops. To be fair, I haven't got a corn header on this one, so I didn't actually cut any of the maize or corn for corn itself. We've got cows, we've got sheep, we've got chickens, we've done bales, we've done grass cutting, we've done round bales, square bales, we've done, you name it. We've done it. We've pretty much covered everything. And as I said earlier on, will I come back to this map? I might well do. You never know. As far as I'm aware, on the FS17, the gameplay things I've been watching so far, I think it comes standard with 2 maps. I think you get Goldcrest Valley and you get Sosnovka. Now, what will be interesting, I did the Sosnovka Sovkhoz gameplay series. If you haven't seen it, go over, check it out. It'll be interesting doing that map again, but with all the new machinery, all the new field stuff that's going on, or it'll be fascinating to try it in a different way, which I might well do. So I might have 2 gameplay series running on that. This is now full, which will need emptying, and I think my harvesters over on the other field will as well. So the first load off of field 18 using the Case Quadtrac. Quadtrac, I keep saying Quadtrac. I'm going to tip and store in the silo. While they're all unloading, the last thing I bought, just to add to the Case IH family on Westbridge Hills, was the Case Magnum. It wouldn't be right to have the map without it. I've got the Puma, I've got the Quadtrac, got 3 harvesters, need the Case Magnum. If I do come back to this one, I said all the way along I needed tractors with a bit more horsepower, and at the time I only had the money to buy the what was it, mine's gone blank, the Terra variant. After all the silage selling I did, I had enough to get this, and it's a great addition to the farm. As I said, I'm moving on, but whoever takes over the farm will be glad of this as a workhorse. I know if you're watching you're thinking, what's the point, why have you even bothered? If you're not going to come back to this map, why have you bought it? My answer to that, why not? If I don't ever come back to this map again, what does it matter? It's here, it's a brilliant bit of kit, and the farm needed it. If I do come back and play this gameplay series some more, then it's here, and I'll use it, and it's great. And like I say, if I wanted to have a Case family of vehicles, why not have it on there? It's the big daddy of the Case family, especially on these ones anyway. Farming Sim 17, who knows, there's so much more you can do with those, and I think the one on the base game's got tracks like the New Holland Smart Track. On this one it has actually got a track unit on the back, which is fantastic. Now let's be honest, is this episode vastly different from any other one I've done on Westbridge Hills? Not particularly, but as I said at the start, I'm now running 3 harvesters. That's different. It's cool. Something interesting. This field was the big one. It was the one I had my eye on. Finally bought it. Finally fertilised it. Finally seeded it. It took a while. It's a big field. And I suppose the next step would have been to buy another Horse Pronto seeder. Now I've got the Case Magnum. That could have easily pulled that. Could have had 2 seeders running at the same time. It's just a pity I ran out of time. Like I said in I think the previous episode, it might have even been the one before that, had I not been going away this weekend, I would have been playing this right up until last knock-ins on Monday, before the release of Farming Simulator 17 on Tuesday. But I'm not. I'm going away. Can't do anything about that. So that's why this is the last one. Must unload these potato harvesters. I'm so busy doing the other ones and chatting away. I need to do this. I bought 2 of these for a reason, to try and get through it quicker. That's because I've spread myself a bit thin, I think. Right, I need to just jump out, jump in this, it says, and start overloading. There we go. Spin this around. Oh, it's so much easier being able to spin this on its axis. Brilliant, brilliant bit of kit. Could do with the bigger one, something a bit faster, like the Holmer sugar beet harvester. Jump out of that, let the work carry on. And go empty the other one. which is going to prove interesting. So that's our first full unload on both of those. Not quite full yet on here, only on 39,000, another 20,000, yeah, it's about 20,000 to go. And I'll be ready to take that down and unload it. It's amazing to see with 3 harvesters how quickly you can clear a field. Let's do this now without driving across any of the crops. I realised that on the very last episode there was something I hadn't done. I mean, there's probably a few things I haven't done, and you probably list them all, but yeah, I hadn't sold any of the wool. To be fair, I've only got 1 wool pallet, the other one's almost done, but I didn't sell any. So I'm on 27,480, 65, 64, 4,844 pounds for a pallet. Pounds, dollars. That's not bad. Quite happy with that. So that's that done. And as you can see, the Case harvesters have circled the wagons. That's field 18 done. Didn't take them that long. Biggest field, all harvested, all done. That's quite impressive actually, I quite like the look of that. Anyway, going up to this, they're all done. I think it's going to work out about 180,000 litres off of one field of canola. That's not bad actually. So, unfortunately, that time has come. It is the end of the episode and the end of this gameplay series. 42 episodes. It's kind of come to a an okay conclusion in so much as I've done pretty much everything. A couple of little bits here and there that I probably could have added in. Bought more fields, bit more machinery, maybe done some wood chipping, but I've pretty much had a go at everything. A few things I've done a few times over. A lot of silaging, which has made us quite a bit of money, which has made us be able to afford all this stuff. Bought some cool machinery, some good tractors, fertilisers, spreaders, sprayers, all the kit we've got in here as well. The Horsch Pterodos T440, the skid steer, which we used a lot in the earlier episodes for our logging. We've got a lot of potatoes, we've got a lot of sugar beets. Just have a quick look actually at that. Wheat 193,000 litres, barley 210, canola will work out about 180,000, potatoes 386, and that harvest is still going. Sugar beet 689,000 litres, silage we've got about 300,000 litres. We've got fields with loads of crops still in, we've got loads of machinery. We have done all right, I have to say. If you liked the episode, if you liked the gameplay series, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe, subscribe. The next episode coming your way is going to be Farming Simulator 17. We are on Facebook. There will be screenshots appearing on there, as will the links for the YouTube clips. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment. And that is it from Westbridge Hills. Westbridge Hills, farewell, and thanks for watching.